Dear student, we will continue with the measurement of different aggregates of national income through the three methods. In the previous video, we have worked over the two methods. One is income method. What we do in income method? First, we calculate compensation of employees. Then we calculate operating surplus and then mixed income. And by adding these three, we get NDP at FC. Why we get NDP at FC? Because no depreciation, that's why net. All the three income are generated within the country, that's why domestic product. And no net indirect, that's why factor cost. And from NDP at FC, we can calculate any of the aggregates of national income. Suppose if from NDP at FC I have to calculate GDP at MP, what I will do? I will convert net into gross by adding depreciation, and I will convert factor cost into market price by adding net indirect tax. So this method is over, income method. Further we'll have numerical based on income method. Then second comes product method, which is also known as value added method. In this method, first what we do, we calculate value of output. How we calculate value of output? Either price into quantity or sales plus change in stock, that we discussed in the previous video. And from value of output, if we remove intermediate consumption, that was taught to you earlier in the videos, value of output contains depreciation, net indirect tax, COE, OS, MI and intermediate consumption. So out of those components, we are removing only intermediate consumption. Means after from value of output, if we remove intermediate consumption, depreciation is left, that's why it is called gross. COE, OS is left, that's why it is called domestic product. And net indirect tax is left, that's why it is called market price. And from GDP at MP, you can further calculate any of the aggregates. If you have been asked in the exam, calculate national income using product method. First, what you will calculate? GDP at MP. And then from GDP at MP, you will remove depreciation. It will become net. You will add net factor income from abroad. It will become national product. And then you will remove net indirect tax. It will become factor cost. NNP at factor cost. Net national product at factor cost, that is known as national income. So this is over. Now only for practice, numerical part is left. Now today I am moving to the next method, that is called expenditure method. In this method, what we do, we calculate total expenditure on final goods and services. Why we are taking final goods and services? Again, to avoid double counting problem. So here what we do, we calculate total expenditure on final goods and services. Final goods and services produced within the country. Right? Within the country, during the year, different type of final goods and services are produced, over which how much expenditure have been made, we calculate through expenditure method, and then we proceed to the different aggregates of national income. If you move inside the country and you look into the different final goods and services, then just think over who is going to purchase those goods and services. Number one, final goods and services are purchased by the consumers. Consumers are going to purchase. What is the objective of purchasing by the consumer? Consumption, right? So there is one set of the consumer, they have money in their pocket. What they will do? They will go to the market and they will purchase the commodity and they will do their consumption. That is called household consumption expenditure. Clear? The first set of consumer is they are having their own money and they are going in the market and purchasing different goods and services to make the consumption possible. If suppose the consumer doesn't have money, consumption is essential. So what they do, they get their consumption done through different type of NGOs. Like Rotary Club is there, Lions Club is there. There are different religious organizations, they make the consumption possible. There are different type of charitable trusts through which the consumer gets the consumption possible. For an example, if a consumer having money, suffering from any disease, what he will do? He will straightway go to any good hospital. He will take the medical treatment and he will pay for it. But if suppose there is a poor consumer doesn't have money and want to go for the medical treatment, what he will do? He will go to some private charitable hospital where the medical treatment is free, medicines is free, and he will also going for the consumption of medical services. So here, when the consumption is made by the consumer, either from his or her own pocket or by any private charitable institution, that is called private final consumption expenditure. So here we include expenditure on final goods and services either by the consumer himself or on behalf of consumer who is going to make the consumption expenditure, different type of private non-profit charitable institutions. Now suppose the consumer doesn't have any charitable institution. Consumer doesn't have money in the pocket and consumer is in the need of food. Consumer is in the need of shelter. Consumer is in the need of medical treatment. Then who will take care of that consumption? If there is no private non-profit institution and consumer doesn't have money, then what is left? Government. You'll find government schools are there. What the consumer is going to get there? Education free of cost. Government hospitals are there. What the consumer is going to get? Medical facilities free of cost. So another consumer is also there and their consumption is made possible by whom? Government. That is called government final consumption expenditure. So consumption expenditure is possible by three ways. Either through your own pocket, that comes here, or through private charitable trust, that also comes here, or through government, that is government final consumption expenditure. Once again, what is the example of private final consumption expenditure? Number one, if the consumer is spending money from his or her pocket. And number two, if on behalf of consumer, the expenditure is made by any charitable trust, Rotary Club, right, Lions Club, okay, like this there are number of charitable trusts are there. And second is government final consumption expenditure. It is expenditure on final goods for the consumer, right, by the government, like expenditure on education in government school, expenditure on medicine and medical facility in government hospital. So this is how we calculate the expenditure on final goods and services by consumer. Then who is making else expenditure on final goods? If you remember, when we have done the classification of goods and services, first we have taken consumers. So consumers expenditure is taken care here in the two heads. Then producer also make the expenditure on final goods. What we call it? Capital goods, right? Producer is making two type of expenditure. Expenditure on those goods which are used for production. They are final goods. What we call them? Capital goods. And other expenditure on those goods which are used in production. That is intermediate goods. That will not include here. Why we are not including it? Because we are talking about expenditure on only final goods and services. So when producer is making the expenditure on goods, what we call it? Capital goods. Right? And capital goods are final goods, that already explained you. Why capital goods are final goods? Because they are at end use. They are going to remain with the producer and producer is going to use them again and again for production. So they are at the end use, that's why capital goods are called final goods. Now here the capital goods are of two types. For an example, machinery. This is the capital goods. At the same time, in dairy, the cow is also capital goods because both are used for the production. Here through machine, you are making the production of white cement. Here through cow, you are making the production of milk. Now what is the difference between machine and cow? It is a fixed assets, right? If today you have got one machine, even after 1 year it will remain one. But in case of cow, if today you have one, after 2 years maybe 1 plus 1. So here the stock is going to change and here the stock is not going to change. That is called fixed capital. What we call it? Fixed capital. What is machine? Fixed capital. Building? Fixed capital. Bridge? Fixed capital. Dam? Fixed capital. So there is two type of capital. One which remain fixed, we call it fixed capital. Another which keeps on changing, dairy farming, poultry. So there the capital keeps on changing. May possible today you have got 100 cows and after 7 days you have got only 90, 10 died. So here the stock is changing, this capital. So how we calculate this stock? What we do? Closing stock minus opening stock. And what we call it? Change in stock. So with the producer, there is two type of capital goods. One is called fixed capital and other is called change in stock. And all together, this is called total capital with the producer. So when we are going to calculate producer's expenditure on final goods and services, first what we'll take? Producer's expenditure on fixed capital. Producer's expenditure on fixed capital, right? And this capital is within the country, that's why we call it domestic. Domestic fixed capital formation, that we call. Here we calculate producer's expenditure on final good, the good which is going to remain fixed. That's why we call it fixed capital formation. So when I am calculating domestic fixed capital formation means I am calculating producer's expenditure on machinery, producer's expenditure on construction of bridge, producer's expenditure on construction of buildings, etc. Then other capital is also there where the stock keeps on changing. What we call it? Change in livestock, or in few places you will find it is written simply stock or inventory stock. And how we calculate? Closing stock minus opening stock. Here what type of capital we add? The capital which keeps on changing, like in dairy farming. The capital is cow. That stock keeps on changing. That's why how we maintain? We keep the closing stock and the opening stock. And closing stock minus opening stock is change in livestock. This together is the total capital. Right? This is the total capital expenditure by the producer, and capital expenditure is a final expenditure because it is expenditure on capital goods, that is called final goods. So when we add these two, expenditure on fixed assets and expenditure on changing livestock, that is called total stock, and this stock is within the country, that's why I call it domestic capital formation. What we call it? Domestic capital formation. And in this expenditure we also add producer's expenditure on depreciation, and that's why we call it gross. Why we are calling it gross? Because we are adding producer's expenditure on depreciation. So what all together is? Gross domestic capital formation. Number of times a 3-mark question is asked, what is meant by gross domestic capital formation? Gross domestic capital formation means here capital is of two types. What it is? Fixed capital, right? And change in stock. Two type of capital is here. And plus depreciation. So what is gross domestic capital formation? Total capital formed, right? Total capital formed within the country including depreciation. If we calculate the total capital, that is fixed capital and change in stock. If we calculate total capital, that is fixed capital and change in stock created within the country, and we include depreciation also, that is called gross domestic capital formation. So the third expenditure on final goods is by producer. And how we calculate producer's expenditure on final goods and services? By calculating gross domestic capital formation. How we calculate gross domestic capital formation? Gross domestic fixed capital formation. Fixed means building, dam, equipment, machinery, that all will come here. And other capital which keeps on changing, which is in the dairy farming, stock of cow, right? So that will come change in stock. How? Closing stock minus opening stock. Third expenditure over the final goods and services produced within the country is made by the rest of world. When rest of world is going to purchase our goods and services, what we call? when the rest of world is going to purchase our goods and services, that is called export. What you call it? Export. But at the same time, we are also purchasing the goods and services from rest of world. What we call it? Import. If rest of world is going to purchase our goods, we call it export. If we are purchasing the goods from rest of world, we call it import. We have to know that actual purchase. How we will know? Export minus import. That is called net export. This is the last component. So if we have to calculate total final expenditure or expenditure on final goods and services, first we will calculate the expenditure on consumption by the individual consumer or on behalf of consumer by the private charitable trust. What you call it? Private final consumption expenditure. Second, on behalf of consumer, the expenditure is made by government final consumption expenditure. Third, expenditure made by the producer on capital goods, gross domestic capital formation. And fourth, the expenditure on final goods and services made by rest of world, that is called net export. Now, if you add private final consumption expenditure, government final consumption expenditure, gross domestic capital formation and net export. Now the question is, while adding these four components, depreciation was included or not? The answer is yes. Where? Here in gross domestic. When I am saying gross domestic means, gross means depreciation is added. So when depreciation is added, what you will call it? Gross. These all goods and services. Sorry, it is not all. What it will be? Final goods and services. We are not including all. If we will include, what will happen? Double counting. We are taking only final goods and services. So this expenditure is made over the final goods and services produced inside the country or outside the country. Inside the country, that's why we call it domestic product. This expenditure is made in the market. Like consumer is making expenditure in the market, government is making expenditure in the market, producer is making expenditure in the market, rest of world is making expenditure in the market. When you make expenditure in the market, taxes are included or not? Included. So net indirect tax is included, that's why it is called at market price. So if you take private final consumption expenditure, government final consumption expenditure, gross domestic capital formation and net export, you have taken depreciation, you call it net. This expenditure is made over those goods which are produced within the country, that's why you call it domestic product. This expenditure is made in the market, tax are included, that's why you call it at market price. And once you get GDP at MP, from GDP at MP, you can calculate any of the aggregate of national income. So once again, I am summarizing it. If you have to calculate anything, any of the aggregate through the expenditure method, first what you will calculate? First, which item you will trace out? Private final consumption expenditure. Then which item you will look into the numerical? Government final consumption expenditure. Third, which item you will look into? Gross domestic capital formation. Fourth item, net export. And once you get these items in the numerical, what you will do? 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. What you will get? Gross domestic product at market price. And from gross domestic product at market price, you can calculate any other aggregate. For an example, in the exam you have been asked to calculate national income using expenditure method. First what you will do? First you will trace this item. Then you will search this item. Then you will search this item in the paper. Then you will search fourth item. What you will do? You will add all these values. What you will get? GDP at MP. And once you get GDP at MP, what you have to calculate? You have to calculate national income. What we call it? NNP at factor cost. And what already I have calculated? GDP at market price. How I can convert now GDP at market price into NNP at FC? I have to convert gross into net, means minus depreciation. I have to convert domestic into national, means plus net factor income from abroad. I have to convert market price into factor cost, means minus net indirect tax. Now what I will do, once I calculated this value, again in the numerical among the items I will search depreciation. I will put the value here. Then I will search net factor income from abroad, I will put the value here. Then I will search net indirect tax, I will put the value here. And then from GDP at MP I will subtract depreciation, I will subtract net indirect tax, and I will add net factor income from abroad, what I am going to get, national income. So this is all about the three method: income method, product method and expenditure method.